Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Which means how good and how wonderful it is when we can sit together in peace. And we enjoy doing that this morning here in our sanctuary, but also online as we have some people joining us too. And so as we do that, if you'll take a moment, as we always do, just to get to know the people who are around you. And if you haven't done so already, to turn to the people in front of you, behind you, next to you, and introduce yourself and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. And for those of you online, to take a moment in the chat to do the same thing and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. Let us know that you're here.
Good job. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Rabbi Mike. Nice to meet you. And of course, with Cantor's family Simcha this weekend, you get the two of us singing. So this recording will be erased shortly after services are concluded. For those watching live, you could enjoy it, and then we'll blot this out from our memories. I'm just kidding. No. Okay.
That makes one of us.
So that means you guys can be the choir and we'll sing together. Hey, let's begin on page 56 as we read, "These are the obligations in life that have no bounds, the responsibilities in which we must participate for to enjoy the fruits of this world and any world to come.
Performing acts of love and kindness, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, welcoming guests, visiting the sick, celebrating with the wedding couple, honoring our parents, consoling the bereaved, being devoted to prayer, achieving peace where there is strife, for the study of Torah is equal to them all, because it leads to them all." We rise together for our call to worship, which can be found on page 65.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
I don't know that.
Yotzer or let's try that again. That's why we're erasing it later on.
Oseh shalom v'rei et hakol. Hameir la'aretz v'hadarim aleha barachamim. Stay in the lane. Uvtuvo mechadesh v'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishit.
Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam b'chochma asita. Mal'ah ha'aretz kinyanecha. Titbarach Adonai Eloheinu al shevach ma'aseh yadecha. V'al me'orei or she'asita yifa'arucha selah. Or chadash al Tzion ta'ir v'nizkei chulanu mehera le'oro. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'me'orot. How great are your works, O God, and wisdom you make them all. The earth is filled with your creations. For the glow of the stars and the work of your hands, let all of your creations give you praise. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we may swiftly merit its radiance. Blessed be the eternal maker of the morning light. Great is your love for us and abiding your compassion. Our ancestors trusted in you when you taught them how to value life. Be gracious now to us, and with kindness guide us with your understanding, so that we might both learn and teach the laws of truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Blessed is our God, who in love has chosen Israel to be a people.
And so as we prepare for Shema and Ve'ahavta, being reminded that these words come from this week's Torah portion, so as we sing these prayers, so are we studying Torah in a sense, and linking ourselves with tradition, which is really beautiful when you think of the thousands of years of history our Torah represents, and that being our very prayers we say literally every day. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol lavcha b'chol nafshecha,
ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה,
אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. These enduring words have been a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Faith and choice bring understanding to the soul and sensitivity to the heart.
In all times and places, our God has been a part of our lives.
Our faith has been our rock and our help.
We watched God's wonders when we went free from Egypt.
When slavery's chains were broken, we witnessed it.
May those who have the faith to believe also have the wisdom to be kind.
O God, in whom we have all hope, we glorify your name now
as our people have praised you throughout history.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, Norah tehilot, oseh feleh, Norah tehilot, oseh feleh. Shira chadasha, shivchu gedulim, l'shimcha al svat hayam. Yachad kulam, hodu v'himlichu, v'yamru v'yameru. Adonai imloch, Adonai imloch, le'olam va'ed.
We continue on page 70 as we rise together in preparation for the Amidah, and take a moment for our own private meditations or the prayers before us on page 70. Please rise.
Imrefi, vehegyon libi, lefanecha, Adonai suri, Adonai suri, vegoali, vegoali, Adonai sifatai titachu fia gitehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips
that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor HaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh Kol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Kayem emunato
Lishene afar. Michamocha ba'al giburot.
Umido melach
Melech memit chaye. Umat mi'ach Yeshua.
Ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol
Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol.
We sanctify your name on earth, even as your holiness is proclaimed in the heavens above and throughout time and space. In the words of the prophet Isaiah, we say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The fullness of the whole earth is God's glory.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melocho haaretz kivodo.
Baruch kivod Adonai mimkomo echad. Yimloch Adonai le'olam Elohai Zion Ledor Vador. Hallelujah. To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed is Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Our God and God of our ancestors, accept our rest as a sacrifice of time and space. Let us share your world by celebrating creation day by day. Purify our hearts so that we might be honest and upright, forgiving and compassionate. Blessed are you, O God of truth, who helps us make the Sabbath part of our life and our heritage of joy. Look with favor, O God, upon your people Israel and receive our prayers with love. May it be your will to accept our worship and our deeds. Blessed are you, who alone we serve in reverence. Eternal source of good, we thank you for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Help us, O God, to work for a just and compassionate society where all may share your gifts and the joy of freedom. For all of this, your name shall be blessed and praised forever.
Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shvi Shabbat. Kulam yisbeu v'yitamdu techa Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat. V'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat. V'korei oneg Shabbat.
Together on page 77, we read our prayers for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands. And may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Blessed is the eternal God, the source of peace.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uvaracha, sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uvaracha. Ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la. Oh, sim. Sim, sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom, sim, sim, sim shalom tova uvaracha. And on Shabbat, as we speak of Torah, so do we bring Torah into our midst as not just a source of learning and knowledge and wisdom for us, but also a source of strength in the midst of our prayers. We think of those in need of healing and strength with our prayers, our thoughts of Mishaberach. Linking ourselves with those in our community, friends and family we think of at this time, as well as those who we may individually think of as we reach out and touch Torah and say those names together. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sarai v'Kolei Rachel hu yivarech et hacholim. Please rise. Merciful God, who's blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Becca, Leah, and Rachel. Send your blessings to our loved ones who are stricken with illness, anxiety, friends and family we think of, Alyssa Ioto and Alan Edelberg, Amy Drysdale Atler, Shannon Bacon, Mickey Berg, Doreen Billett, Michael Brody, Karen Kasman, Chava Rachel, Esther Bashena Rivka, Patty Seresny, Steve Chadwick, Rick DeRoven, Megan Dox, Elisheva Batsara, Michael Eisen, Barbara Esrig, Richard Finkel, Robert Goldstein, Ken Golos, Todd Graham, Batia Shapinina, Andrew Hago, Ava Haber-Kornholm, Ty Hall, Hank Heiser, Carol Kaufman, Karen Kessler, Serafina Coffrin, Karen Coltino, Marta Lazar, Henry Leopold, Libby McIntyre, Laureen Majeski, Sean Majeski, Zoe Marcus, Joyce Maza, Teresa Miji, Allison Mertzman, Gail Mintz, Mordechai ben Moshe, Lev Herschel ben Bat Ami, Tzemach ben Ruth, Linda Newman, Rabbi Robert Nosenchuk, Reza bat Leah Miriam, Leah Elishev bat Avram Bachana, Susan Perlman, Mary Pilbin, Melanie Pohl, Joanne Reed, Rachel Mibeit Chaim Bechava, Marcy Fisher-Reiners, the St. Amman family, Bernard Sklar, Roberta Sanino, Pamela Margula Stone, Barbara Storm, Justin Weber, Deborah Zivian, all those battling the coronavirus. 32,455 American troops have been injured in Iraq and the surrounding areas to date, and all the names in our hearts. Baruch atah Adonai Chalim. Bless you, God, give strength to those in need. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We continue on page 91 with our prayers of Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, la'teik l'aliyotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'yei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchalkenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu k'chol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, l'melech ha'kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
O God, who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, Give comfort to those who mourn. Give them courage and strength, compassion and kindness, and restore to them a sense of life's goodness. Give them the ability to accept the mystery of life and let them soon know peace. Help them endure that which no one can understand, and let us say, Amen. Amen. This Shabbat, we think of those friends and family who have been taken from us in these most recent days. Whose Shiva Shloshim Shana we mark. Stephen Yaros, Marlene Miller, Tony Michaels, Sherry Minlin, Lloyd Suter, Ronald Zamler, Ivan Fiddler, Larry Shook, Lawrence Janender, Jack Holmes, Sally Kohlenberg, Scott Stashinsky, Judy Fashion, the 4,586 Americans of our armed forces who have been killed in Iraq and surrounding areas to date, and the 1,036,589 Americans who have lost their lives to the coronavirus. We also mark those whose Shana we mark, Rita Seidman, and those whose yard sites we mark, those whose anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Martin Alvin, Norman Appleton, Stephen Averbuck, Madeline Barkin, George Joseph Barr, Harvey Beelfield, Richard Bratt, Julius Bronstein, Howard Camden, Robert Chatz, Mayor Cohen, Diane Colton, Kenneth Davidson, Alvin Deladow, Rose Elkind, Carol Falk, Herman Fagenson, Mac Fisher, Edith McNaughton Ford, Rose Schwartz Foster, Harold Friedman, Rose Gayer, Lee Genser, Manuel Gold, Zola Gold, Bertha Goldman, Jason Good, Solomon Gray, Raymond Michael Harbit, Donald Hollinshead, Ina Kadish, Jean Kaliski, Inez Keeps, Joyce Kolb, Doris Lapin, Sidney Lieberman, Elsie Lindau, Bess Lipson, Betty Eisenman Lynn, Marilyn Margulis, Bert Mizell, Juliet Eleanor Meldrum, Seymour Merkus, George Mogul, Harold Munter, Sylvia Nathan, Sheila Faye Oberndorf, Michael Phillips, Kelly Raff, Ida Raskin, Charles Rich, Janet Rosenberg, George Rosenberg, Murray Roth, Jean Reich, Yetta Savage, Charles Schwedel, Dora Silverfarb, Hilda Silverman, Alan Small, Abraham Barnett Solomon, Nellie Haight Spiegel, Harry Techner, Joseph John Wilbur, Ann Loie Williams, Stephen Zimberg, along with all the names in our hearts and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Do we join together in the immortal words of the mourner's Kaddish is found on page 96 of our prayer books. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirtei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayachon uv'yomachon uv'chayet l'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam omei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha breichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn. Comfort to all the bereaved among us here and everywhere. As together we say, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, v'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
We give thanks for the sweetness of Shabbat, our time together as a community, as we join in the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei Pori Hagafen. Amen. Chaim. Adonai Oz Le'emo Yitain. May God bless you with strength. Adonai Yivarech et emo v'shalom. May God bless all of us here and everywhere with peace.
Amen.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, everyone. Thank you for being online with us too, and for our minyan here together. Good Shabbos.